Hey guys, I'm Darshan and welcome back to Society Mike. So today I'm with beautiful people over here and our topic will be mentality over age. So let's see what do they think about mentality over age. Do you guys agree with this?
Yes, I agree. Okay, I think we all a bit nervous.
Okay.
Let me start. So before I actually came into Insight, right, I just asked each and every one of them their age. Not to be rude, but everyone is younger than me.
I
Except
mean, but-
Darshan lah. So ஏன் கேட்டேன்னு நீங்க முதல்ல கேட்கணும். அவங்க ஏஜ் கேட்கணும்னா அவங்க வந்து அவங்க எங்க வந்தாங்க சொன்னாங்கல. I can see like a bit maturity in them. So I was expecting them to be like my age.
Yeah, age ரொம்ப important.
Age இல்ல, but அந்த ஏஜ்க்கும் சில பேரோட மென்டாலிட்டி இருக்குல்ல,
ரொம்ப
that
வித்தியாசமா
doesn't
இருக்கும்.
sync.
Yeah.
Exactly, but if you say it doesn't sync, why are you asking for their age?
Because
Right?
you kind of want to get the perspective of like how the person is. But because like, you know, generally speaking, right, when you meet somebody, you just want to ask their age, thinking that, oh, அவங்களுக்கு இவ்ளோ வயசாச்சு, so they should be mature and something like that, right? But
Is this
believe
your
you,
assumption lah?
it's safe to say that it's most of the people's assumption, but you wouldn't actually know it unless you're talking to the person more. And a lot of older people nowadays, they don't act their age.
Okay.
They are behaving like a young kid while the youngsters are behaving in a more matured manner. I relate to this because I'm 23, but people don't look at me and tell me that I'm 23. They always assume that I am so much older.
Why do you think people do that?
One, because of my physical. I think physically they think I'm older because I have the mature look or something like that.
Okay.
But it's just not just that. It's the way that I speak, the way that I talk. The insights that I have on some certain things are quite different and contradictive. It's very controversial. Yes, that's the word. So they think I'm a lot older when I'm just 23.
I see. What about
So,
you guys?
yeah.
What do you guys think?
I think when you ask, does age matters or is it important? I will say no, it's not. Because before this, I thought it was important. Because for me, I was like,
I'm very sure you went through some shit lah.
Oh, just wait to hear her story, bro.
guys, hear me out, okay?
Hey, no, that's a clue. Guys, hear me out.
She's got some tea to spill.
Yeah, okay, what's the tea?
For me, like, before this, I always thought like, oh, I should date older men. Like, dating
Okay.
older men, they know better. You know, my mentality was like, yes,
So you
older
like pedophiles
men.
lah?
They!
But yeah, according to her story, I think I mean, you should listen first.
No, okay, so my ex is like 10 years older than me.
Shit.
Okay lah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that was loud, but
He
yeah.
was 10 years older than
Wasn't
me.
wrong,
So in
though.
my mind, I was like, oh my god, he's gonna treat me well. He's not gonna be like boys my age. You know, I'm gonna be like,
He's gonna take care of you lah.
yeah, he's gonna take
You
care.
thought
Not
lah.
not like take care of me.
You
More
thought.
like he knows how to handle a relationship well.
Oh.
Because
He
of
knows
the
how to-
age.
yeah, he
Yeah.
know, because like
Because he's been there, done that lah.
Yeah, he has been through the experience. So in my head, I
Okay.
was like, yes, let's go.
One
right?
would think so.
After that,
After that lah, she saw something lah.
I was like, I felt like the adult sometimes. Like I feel like I'm doing better. Like I'm the adult. Like sometimes there are things that it doesn't even make sense, and I'm trying to make sense to him, and it's like the common sense thing, you know. And then even my mom will tell me like, you know, she sees things that I'm blind. She'll tell me that I am blind, and she sees things that she feels like she's not gonna be faithful lah.
As in what? Like between in your relationship?
Yeah, my mom has seen him. My mom has met him. You know, for me, she was always telling me like, why will a guy 10-year-old older, like he's 10 years older than me? Why will he want to date a girl 10 years younger?
True. But
Why
if
is
you
he still single?
If you ask me, right, like, does this kind of things in relationship and all that, like when you guys judge it, is it just like based on mentality or also based on their behavior also? What do you guys think about it?
I think
Actually, if you ask me, right, I'll go for more for like their behavior wise, I guess. Because we are talking about mentality here. Okay, for example lah, my cousin brother, he's 18 right now. So he used to date a girl when he was 14. Okay, and they're still together. Like wow, right? Okay. So when they were 14, obviously they don't have the
Sorry.
enough maturity level at that time. But they still trust each other and then they're like, you know, going to flow and blah 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 blah. But அவன் பாத்துக்கிற அவன் girlfriend பாத்துக்கிற விதம் வந்துட்டு okay, I'm gonna expose my friend, but so whatever.
No,
So
it's okay,
my friend, she dated a guy. It's like 3 years older than her. அவன் இன்னும் 18 வயசு பையன் மாதிரி பார்த்துப்பான். And this guy is like more mature. Like என் தம்பி வந்துட்டு என்னமோ பெரிய ஆள் மாதிரி நல்லா பார்த்துக்கிட்டு
Yeah.
you know he takes up his girlfriend like a doll, you know, like the way அவன் advice நம்ம இப்படி பண்ணுவோம் future, he's talking about more future stuff also, future எப்படி இருக்கணும் blah blah blah, and this guy is like நம்ம எப்ப அடுத்து you know அடுத்து இது எப்ப பண்ணலாம் இது பண்ணலாம், like something like that.
எனக்கு பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் I feel like this thing is not just something where they just have it in themselves. I feel like it's also their surrounding, because they get influenced by a lot of stuff and all that, so their mentality will change over time whatsoever. But also coming back to the factor of age, I think like previously in my past, I think I've also like dated people or whatsoever which I felt their mentality or their perspective and all that is not aligned, you know, like
it's totally not.
it's sometimes, and it's very hard to explain to people, like, you know, this is my perspective, that's your perspective, and that's how, and what is like the right thing and the wrong thing, you know, there's always a debate going on. But to me, I always don't like when somebody is like being too childish. There's always a right amount of childish
exactly
to behave with your partner or whatsoever, but you also should know what's the limit, what's right and what's wrong, you know?
Exactly. And something relating to what Paru said just now about the behavior, right? I personally think behavior you can change, mentality you cannot. It's something like
Very true.
Yeah. And something that I have experienced in life, similar to what you have, your friend has experienced. This is going to sound biased, but it's my own brother. He grew up in a family where my dad was a great example, right? He followed through everything my dad did. And my boyfriend at that time, he's my ex-boyfriend now, he was so much older than my brother. And the way he treated me was too low, to a point where I had to look back to my brother and my dad and compare, like, oh my God, why am I doing the stuff that they are doing for you?
Yeah,
Are you not supposed to be doing that for me?
Actually, I have a story also on that. Like, this is actually my one of my cousin brother's story lah. Apparently, from what he told us, like he was dating a girl, okay, and this girl was so next level childish lah, like crazy level childish.
Damn.
Is it the cringy type or
I
is it
don't
a Xiao
know.
Mei Mei?
Is it the is it the pick me girlies?
Personally, I don't give a shit about relationship lah. I don't really bother to hear lah. But this one, I was like, oh wow, you know, like I
oh,
had
wow,
to listen to
is
this
that
shit.
bad lah?
Yeah, so apparently, like, you know, the passenger seat, right? Okay,
Okay,
she claims the passenger seat as hers. Even his sister, or anybody can't come and sit in the passenger seat.
Oh my God.
If she sits, she'll ask to literally video call, and it's like, why you let her sit?
Wait,
Why?
when she's
Whoa.
not there.
Yeah,
Bro.
that's
Girl,
my seat.
that's
Ask her sit at the
crazy.
back. Ask her sit at the back.
That's nonsense.
Like, bro,
dude.
what? The
As a
fuck?
woman, I don't support you with this.
Yeah, like, I mean, you know, that's crazy,
Yeah.
lah, you know. And then like half the time, you know, video calling, going out
there's a
everywhere,
limit to
you know,
everything.
just to show. Then after that, who you with also keep sending pictures all the time. I mean, like once in a while, that's fine. Like, you know, just giving updates and stuff. Like, I mean, you should give updates in a
Yeah,
relationship.
for
But
sure.
what do you mean by taking picture all the time and sending?
Question
lah,
though,
taking
how
video
old was
calls?
she?
I'm not sure. Like, I think at that time she was like 24.
Was she 24?
24, yeah.
Yeah.
girl, you need help.
I will never do that. I'm 22. I will
What is
never.
the worst experience you guys have faced with dealing with someone lack of maturity and, you know, mentality fucked?
Oh, let me go.
Yeah.
But this is not about relationship. This, I think we all have been through once in a lifetime. நம்ம parents, they will say, உன் வயசு இப்படி உனக்கு புரியாது, நான் உன் வயசு கடந்து வந்துட்டேன். And at the end of the day, they get scammed by their own relative.
Oh yeah.
Adedhaan,
Tell me about
adedhaan.
that.
I hope my mom's not
Oh my
watching
God.
this.
That's
sorry,
facts.
I'm sorry, mom and
I
dad,
tell
but
you
I
now,
need
I'm
to say
sorry.
something.
Yeah.
I didn't say this. She said
This is, yeah, this is true, right?
True.
Yeah.
So அதனால தான் சொல்றேன், age and mentality, it's not like இந்த வயசு தான் இப்படி தான் இருப்பாங்க, அப்படி இல்ல.
Like ரொம்ப பேர் வந்து like நிறைய பேசுறாங்க, ஆனா நீயே அவ்வளோ ஒழுங்கா இல்ல, அப்புறம் என்ன? Right? You are giving so much advice to people.
Correct.
இப்படி பண்ணோம், அப்படி பண்ணோம். But at the end of the day, you know, you yourself are going through shit. Then what's the point, right?
Every person has to go through their own process lah. And as the eldest daughter in my family, I had to reparent my parents on a lot of things, a lot of perspectives. So that my siblings wouldn't have to go through a rough route like I did. So basically, I had to take the toughest choice just to get through it. But they have the leeway of having it very easy now, because I had to tell my parents, oh, this is not how it works in this generation.
Exactly.
You have
Good point,
to, you know, look at it this way. This is how it goes. You cannot put so much pressure on them,
That's very
because
true.
it's really not helping anyone. You're hurting yourself and your children as well. So like, let's find a common ground together. And eldest child, I've done it so many times. And I'm like, okay, when I needed it, where was somebody else for me, helping for me?
Actually, I think the elders are like the trial and error.
Yeah, trial and error, yes. Lab
True,
rats.
we're the first child, right?
The generation gap some அவங்க இன்னும் ஃபேமஸ் டைலாக் பேரண்ட்ஸ் சொல்லுவாங்க நாங்கலாம் அந்த காலத்துல அந்த காலத்துல நான் பார்க்கறத நீ பார்க்க போற like all those stuff மா மன்னிச்சிருங்க but yeah she said that a lot of time but whenever like நானும் என் அக்காவும் இருப்போம் like we having a argument kind of thing வச்சுக்கோங்க எங்க அம்மா கூட whenever talking அவங்களால ஏத்துக்க முடியாதுன்னா நான் உங்களை பெற்று வளர்த்திருக்கேன் எனக்கு இதுக்கு மேல என்ன தெரியும்
இதுக்கு முன்னுக்கு அப்படிதான் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தாங்க but it got to a point where I had to sit them down like okay you have to hear what I have to say and my parents God's grace they are very very open minded they actually sit and listen to what I have to say and they let the thought marinate and then அவங்க like கொஞ்ச நேரம் கழிச்சு then they will okay I hear you this is your perspective but this is what my perspective on it so we try to find like a middle ground like you know we don't try to push each other's perspective just try to respect it you know
actually I have another question for you guys lah. I think Kishna I'll ask you this question first.
Kishna.
Sorry.
Hello. Marinji Muryadi.
So anyway, my question is right. So right now we have been talking like other people who are lack of maturity and all that. My question is right. Have you been in a situation where you yourself lacked maturity, you know, or your mentality has been literally down?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you been in that?
I have definitely been. I mean, many times in my life, I've always. For me, my toxic trait is like I'm always right, especially when it comes.
That's not a toxic trait though. I relate to that. I am always right.
No. Okay, not in a relationship.
Okay.
In a relationship,
Oh,
no.
so angry, you know, it's wrong.
You are.
Tell her.
Okay.
Tell her.
Anyways, not in a relationship. I would say in my family. Because whenever my mom's saying something like, because the way we are brought up, my mom's, the way like our dynamic, like, oh, my mom's always saying something and I don't want to listen. And I feel like, to be honest, everything my mom say comes true. And
It's an instinct, you know?
It's like she just knows it. This is going to happen. And she always tells me early, like she always trying to help me out, trying to make me avoid. But I think it's the way that she does it or say it.
Exactly.
Like sometimes, you know, she use like tough words. But everyone says it's tough love. But I feel like sometimes I just need
I feel that's Asian
soft.
parents.
Yeah.
Asian parents, they will always have tough love.
But I think now my mom is so much better. Like she already knows like the way she has to say things. She's so much calmer. She's more open. Like when I was going through stuff, she literally she literally said she supports me. Like when I'm going through stuff, because I'm so scared that my mama is gonna judge me because of what I went through, especially in my last relationship. I was so afraid that she's gonna be like, I told you beforehand, right?
Yeah.
And the moment my mom said we are all here to support you in terms of my brothers and sisters and her together, that's something you'll never really hear in an like Asian
In an
household.
Asian household, yes.
So
I
I
got
was,
this one story also lah. I think I myself lacked maturity last time because when I was in my old dating phase and all that, so I feel I myself also like had a lot to learn and all that. But thank God, when I went through a lot of things, I learned everything in the process. Even my friends used to tell me there's certain things that you can do better and all that. So I think overall it's quite good line. I think that's a good thing that you know we should learn from.
yeah, we always
Yeah.
So
learn.
you guys have anything else to say before we wrap this?
Yeah, on that note, right, I just want to say that we don't pass that generational trauma to our kids.
Yeah.
Now
True.
we're moving to,
Preach,
you know,
yes.
create a family. Make sure that everyone pass down the love. The way you say, அவங்க வந்து சொல்றது வந்து actually good அந்த intention இருக்கு, but அவங்க சொல்ற அந்த விதம் வந்து தப்பா நமக்கு வருது.
yes.
The way, yeah.
So we tend to be like rebel. But moving forward, I think our generation especially, we can, you know, show some love with kind words, so we can create a better community.
Kind words
Kind words.
எங்க அம்மா பச்ச words நீங்க பாத்துருக்கணும்.
அப்ப ரொம்ப tough ஆ
But yeah, but
இருந்துச்சு.
that actually helped me lah. அவங்க அப்படி இருக்கனால நீங்க நான் அப்படி இருக்கேன்
You're
அப்படி நான் நினைக்கிறேன்.
stronger.
Oh
you know,
yeah. And I really don't believe in gentle parenting now. Like it doesn't really work.
It has to be balanced, I guess.
You don't believe it in it? I don't believe in it.
Okay, so guys, with that, I'd like to wrap up today's topic. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So, see you guys. Bye.
Bye.